here should be? What's the first step, Ashley?
To subtract x.
Good. Subtract the x over. Okay, so start by moving that x. So you have negative 4y equals negative x plus 10. All right, what are we going to do now? What would our next step be?
You would divide by the -4.
Very good. Divide everything by -4. Okay, fractions are okay. They're allowed. They're numbers too. Okay, so I got y equals. All right, so what do I put here on this first fraction? What will that look like?
4x.
Not 4x.
Positive
1/4, right? And there a 1 here? So 1/4. Okay, negative up and negative would be a positive. So I have a 1/4 x. Is everybody okay with that? Okay. Now, what about this guy right here? What can we put there? Can't leave it as 10/4. Daddy?
You could leave it as y over -2.
Yeah, so you could say, I mean, a positive by negative is a negative, so you just need a negative somewhere. And then she just reduced it to 5/2. You could also divide your calculator and get 2.5. You could write 2 1/2. All of those count, okay? All right, so Link, what's your slope here going to be?
1/4.
1/4, good. What is your b value going to be here, John?
-5, 2.
Very good, negative 5/2. Okay. All right, does anybody have any questions on that so far? Okay. So now what it's going to ask you to do is they're just going to give you information and they're going to ask you to write an equation of the line in slope-intercept form. So y equals mx plus b. Okay. So if I look at the first problem here, they give you m and b. This one should be super easy. Okay. What's that equation going to look like, do you think, when they give you m and b? Sam?
Y equals 1/2 x plus -3.
Very good. Yeah, just plug in M, plug in B. You're done. Okay? Does anybody have a question on that? Okay. All right, so let's go to the next one. Oops. All right, so now this one looks a little different. We've got M is -3, and we have 0, 6. How do we write an equation for this guy?
Is it y over 1? Or no?
No, just stop you there. Okay, stop you there. Anybody else have an idea? Ashley?
Those are coordinate points we put in for the y and x.
Okay, so she says, well, these are coordinate points. Could we just plug them in for x and y? Yeah, we can. However, let's think about this for a second. Where is 0, 6 on a grid? If you're thinking about 0, 6, where's that at? Right? Isn't that on the y-axis? 0, 6? Wouldn't that be like right there? Okay, so is that not the y-axis? Which is the y-intercept. Okay? So guys, this way right here, this guy right here, is just a fancy way to write b. It's the same thing. We just wrote it as a coordinate point. Okay? So I can write it as 0, 6, which is the same thing as b equals 6. They're all the same. It doesn't matter which way I write this. Okay? So b is 6, or I can think of it as my y-intercept is 0, 6. These are the same thing. Okay? So now that you know it's the same thing, how do you write your equation? What's your equation going to look like? Y equals what?
Y equals -3x plus 6.
Very good, plus 6. Okay? Alright, I'm going to tell you right now, today you're not going to do a lot of plugging in for x and y's. Okay? We are going to get there, just not today. Okay? So if you start plugging things in for x's and y's, you're probably not going to get it right. Okay? Alright. So it says, see, a horizontal line that crosses the y-axis at 0, -5. So let's go ahead and take a look at this right here. Y-axis at 0, -5. What's this trying to tell you? That's your y-intercept, which is the what letter?
B.
B. Okay, so this right here is trying to tell you, look, B is just -5. Okay, so I mean, they're giving you lots and lots of clues. Y-axis, so they're trying to get you to see that, yeah, that's going to be -5. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, now let's backtrack for a second. A horizontal line. What's the slope of a horizontal line? I saw some people start doing this, but what's the slope? 0, right? If it goes across, it's 0. You guys remember our person, and I know y'all think I'm nuts when I put this on the board. I got it. But remember our guy from before break? Okay. Horizontal line has 0 slope, right? If I have a up and down line or a vertical line, that's the undefined slope. And remember when I punch them in the nose, that shows you that should go x, right, is up and down. Okay, so if you had like x equals 2, remember that's up and down. Okay, on your grids, is that coming back to you a little bit? Okay? Alright, so if I'm thinking about horizontal line, you guys just told me that that means that m equals 0. Okay, so now what's your equation of the line going to look like here? Equation of the line, what do you think that's going to look like? What do we have? Okay, Ben?
Y equals 0x plus, minus 5.
Very good. Okay, do we have to put the 0x? Could we say just y equals -5? Would that be the same thing?
Yeah.
Bria's shaking her head yes, she's one of the few that got it right. Yes, okay? So if I'm looking at this, guys, these are the same answers. It doesn't, 0 means there's nothing there. So if I have 0 x's, I cannot put the x's. This and this are the exact same thing, okay? Most of you will do this, and that is fine, okay? But they're the same thing, okay? All right, so let's go to the next one. Okay, it says a line that passes through the origin. Okay, what am I talking about when I say origin? The middle, which is what? 0, 0. Okay, we should know that. Okay, so origin is 0, 0. So what is that trying to tell us then? What's b equal? B just equals 0, right? That's where it's starting. It's on at 0. Okay, it has a slope of 3. Okay, how do we write that out? What's that going to look like?
Equals 3.
Okay, yes, m will equal 3. Now what's my equation going to look like? Anybody besides Ben? Because Ben did the last one. John, what do you got?
Y equals 3x plus 0, or
Yeah.
just plus 3x. Y equals 3x.
Yeah, either one. I'll take either one. Those are saying the same thing. Okay? Doesn't matter if you say 3x plus 0 or just 3x. Either one is good. Okay? So today, like I said, you're just going to get a lot of information, and you've got to basically figure out what's your slope, what's your b value. That is what you're figuring out on every single problem. Okay? All right, so now we're going to be given a picture, and now you've got to write the equation of this line just given a picture. Okay? Okay,